Sourcing is a term we use to identify a process that lets you quickly and easily get parts from a supplier when an item is being sold at point of sale and it's not currently available in your store. If you're not already using sourcing on PartsWatch, or if you're on an older version, then stay with me because this is really good. Okay, let's look at it. Customer comes in and needs an oxygen sensor. Doesn't matter if you sell it from the invoice or catalog screen or interchange window. The functionality is the same. Enter the part, and if there's none in the store, the system opens the sourcing screen. Check stock from all the suppliers you have to set up to source from, whether it's a warehouse or hub stores or sister stores, and displays the quantity available for each. Now here's where it gets really cool. If your main source has the part, enter the quantity needed and hit enter. Click the Accept Source button. The part is transmitted to the source and you're ready to get back to work at the counter. After the part's sourced and the invoice or slip button is clicked, a sourced purchase order is auto-created and the order quantity is updated to the customer order field in the parts table. The supplier gets the part to you and the customer is satisfied. Now let's go back and look at some of the additional functionality. If your primary source doesn't have it, maybe another one does. Hit the Enter key or arrow down or up and enter the needed quantity. If none of your primary sources have it and you have other DCs or outside suppliers you buy from, click that button to see who does have it. Or oversell it and stock goes negative when you print a pick or invoice. Oh, or log it as a lost sale. And incidentally, if the system's set to track the customer for either back orders or lost sales, this button will either be lost sale or back order button. And the lost sale or back order is automatically recorded. And if you're in a hurry, you don't have to source it now. You can go back and source it later. And if you need to pass the shipping to the customer, you can add it before clicking the Accept Source button. Oh, and if you have some on the shelf and have to source some, you can do that too. Okay, this display rule filter uses the default rule set up for the source, but lets you edit it here to filter the sources displayed by showing only sources with stock, all sources whether they have stock or not, or only sources with enough stock. Now let's take a quick look at the grid and then we're done. Right-click to show the sourcing info per source, and otherwise it's pretty much self-explanatory until you get to the message field. Messages let you know additional info about the part, if it's not in the store's part table or if it's superseded and things like that. Oh, and if it is superseded, right-click the message to sell the replacement part instead of the original part. And if there's a problem, the message field turns pink to let you know what the issue is. And just past the message is a response time field that's used to show the total time in seconds that it took the system to send the stock inquiry request to the source outside your database and receive a response back from the source. And that's about it. If you're already using PartsWatch and don't see the insufficient quantity sourcing screen, it's controlled by an application switch. So contact your customer support representative to get it enabled and take the time and the guesswork out of sourcing.